Wilfredo Aponte. He's 21 years old from Brooklyn, representing Gleason's Gym. He's won 3 decisions and had 1 bye. He works as a shipping clerk. And he'll be opposed by Simon Somerville, also from Gleason's.
And Sam, he had an interesting reason why he got into boxing. He says his sister used to beat him up.
Oh, all right. It's good reason.
If his sister beat him up, I wonder what Aponte's going to do to him. But he's been boxing now.
Here's Wilfredo Aponte. Hopes to win in the Golden Gloves and turn pro. He's 21 years old. 132 pound championship. Simon Somerville in the blue is the cousin of Irving Pierre Lewis and the cousin of Tunde Foster.
And these novices much time. They have to stay very, very busy. And it appears as though both fighters are doing that right now.
Aponte in the gold, wild with that left hook. Good hook to the body.
He looks like he can bang a little bit, Sam. Aponte looks like a type of guy that can punch, especially with that left hook. But he's only been boxing about 7 months. These kids are a little desire.
I like what Somerville is doing to the body with that left hook. He's slipping down, getting that left hook into the ribs. And a good punch for him.
I'd like to see him use the jab a little bit more because of that big height and reach advantage that he has.
Aponte a little wide with his punches.
He's an awkward type of kid. But he looks like he can punch.
Right hand just doesn't get there by Aponte. It's real slow.
Yeah, his left hook is a little bit better than the right hand. When he throws the right hand and misses and comes back with the left hook, he's got a better shot at landing that, like he did just there.
Somerville going downstairs, upstairs, and a good left hook by Somerville. End of round 1. Simon Somerville back into his corner, and Tumbler Davis with former Golden Gloves champion Aaron Davis, and now unbeaten pro. And you know Aaron Davis pretty well, Joe. And joining us here at ringside is former NFL wide receiver with the Denver Broncos, Haven Moses, now working for the Coors Brewing Company. Nice to have you, Haven.
Well, it's a pleasure. I'm really enjoying it, too. You know, there's some outstanding young athletes here, and just listening to your comments, they may not have been involved in the sport for long, but it's a tremendous show of determination and courage and what one can do.
Well, we've been following it for many years, and it's gotten better and better. The amateur boxing training in this New York City area has been tremendous. How about the involvement of the Coors Brewing Company in the Golden Gloves this year?
Well, we're very supportive of it. I think the important aspect of it is not only what it gives the kids an opportunity to do to show themselves, but as well the disciplines. I'm impressed with the drug testing and all the whole program. So it's, for us as a company to be involved with, to encourage and to help these kids on a positive path, we certainly appreciate the opportunity.
It's one thing the Golden Gloves has been extremely proud of this year. None of the kids tested positive for drugs. 650 entered the Golden Gloves. Fantastic.
And that's got to be commendable to the overall program.
Did you ever do any boxing?
There were a few times when I wanted to get in, a little fisticuffs, but I had one rule. I always looked at the number. If it was higher than mine, I left them alone.
Haven Moses joining us here at ringside. Feel free to chip in with any commentary at any time.
Will do. Thank you.
Right here in round 2, 132-pound. Wilfredo Aponte in the goal.
Boy, these kids are winging.
You see in the novice.
conditioning, Sam. What I think it is a matter of relaxation. They're not able to relax as much because they don't have the experience. When you gain more experience, then you're able to relax. That'll happen in almost any sport, but especially in boxing.
Somerville reaching, lunging with that right hand, and forgetting to use that jab a little bit. Better this time.
Oh, that was a low shot by Somerville. He hit him in the knee almost.
Somerville apologizes to everybody.
I'm sure. He should apologize to Aponte. That's the guy that got hit low.
He still hit the most, too.
I think he came under the cup, and boy, when that happens, then you really feel it. I'm sure it was accidental, though. I doubt very much whether it was intentional. He doesn't have enough experience to do it intentionally.
No, they were in a low crouch, and it just seems like the punch got away from him.
That's what happened. There's been a big change this year in the Golden Gloves. In the past, the novice fighters could have up to 10 fights. This year, they've more of an inexperienced fighter in the novice class as opposed to previous years. Previous years, and there's a big difference between 5 and 10 fights.
What you're also finding, Joe, is we'll take a look at this low blow. Here it comes.
A left uppercut. Oh, under the cup. Oh, my God. That hurts. What were you saying, Sam?
No, what I started to say is a lot of the boxers are joining the kid gloves programs. They're getting involved in boxing at an early age.
And I'll tell you something, those kid glove fights, they don't count as amateur fights. Anything before the age of 16 doesn't count. But that's experience. You get a kid that comes out of those programs, they're pretty experienced fighters. And I think that that kid Junior Jones was an example of that. And there's been a few others. This fight's up for grabs, Sam. I don't know how you got it scored.
I've got it for Somerville. I gave him both rounds close.
Well,
again, low blow.
He's going to have to take a point away here, I think. That's what he did, right. He has to take a point away. All right, I've got the fight even. I've got each kid winning a round. Now, this is a big point, I think, right here, Sam.
Continues to apologize.
Not now, Sam. He's not apologizing. He's throwing bombs. It looks like Aponte still feels the results of that low punch because he reached down a couple of times to push his cup down. Somerville has thrown a lot of punches, especially on the inside with those long arms. What's happened is in trying to reach down, he's gotten low with his punches. You're absolutely right. He's a wide-winging type kid, and that's why he's landing a lot of those low punches. I think he's afraid to throw anything around the body. Because since that last low punch, he hasn't thrown a body punch. Which is a smart thing to do because he can't afford to have another point taken away. Just can't seem to do much. And Somerville just pumping the arms. You see him push down on his cup, Sam? He's done that 2 or 3 times this round. And the end. And a good one. David, what have you been doing with Coors? Tell us your role.
I tell you, I've been working with Coors ever since 1979. I started with them 2 years prior to retiring, kind of looking toward the future. But I've had various management positions with them. Currently, I'm with head up their national military sales, and they invited me to come to New York to represent them this year in terms of our sponsorship, part sponsorship for the Golden Gloves. New York's a great town. I've always enjoyed coming here, so hell, I wasn't going to turn that down.
It's worth the trip, huh?
Exactly.
Great to see you here.
Well, thank you very much. And again, we do appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this. Not only, you know, to watch these young men perform and get a chance to display their abilities, but to be a part of a program that helps them more so in their lives to be productive individuals and truly understand what the meaning is about life. And I think the Daily News and everyone that's involved with the Golden Glove gloves for so many years. It should be a tribute to the overall organization.
Thanks for being here, and thank you for Adolph Coors Brewery involvement in the Golden Gloves.
Well, many years to come, too.
Okay,
thank you.
Haven Moses,
thank you.
Former wide receiver with the Denver Broncos. Let's find out who the champion is in the 132-pound novice class. To Matt Cusack.
The 132-pound novice champion, Somerville.
Simon Somerville.
Boy, Sam, we're on a hot streak. We really are. I don't know whether we're agreeing with the judges or the judges are agreeing with us.
They must be tuned in to the right station, listening to the commentary. Simon Somerville wins a split decision, 3-2, closer than we thought.
Well, I got no problem with that because it was a close fight. And besides, there was 1 point taken away from Somerville.
Somerville, he liked the announcement. Aponte, it hurt. For Somerville, it's joyous. We'll be right back.